What is up, everybody? This is welcome to the week one Pick'em show. I have a Pick'em league over on CBS Sports. If you want to join it, I got the links everywhere on all my pages, or hit me up, and you can join it. But yeah, welcome to the show over here. Let's turn this thing off. But yeah, we will go through all of the games. I'll make my picks. If you didn't make your picks yet and you're in the league, make sure you do that. I see a lot of people didn't make the picks. It's actually a lot of folks in that league. You know what I mean? I really didn't expect that many people to jump on. And I think I'm live. I might be live on Instagram now. Not really sure. It showed that it was an option, but whatever. Hopefully it worked. You know what I mean? But also, big shout out to Quick Trip sponsoring the show. All right, they got the Packer points going on right now. Every dollar you spend at Quick Trip goes goes for a Packer point, and you can use those points to enter sweepstakes. They're giving away a truck. They're giving away all types of stuff over there. Some Packer merch too, I believe. It's gonna be a good time. You know what I mean? This is gonna be a fun year over at Quick Trip when doing the Packer points. You know what I mean? And also on the home opener against the Saints, I will be at the Bart Star tailgate party. Come check it out if you're like coming from out of town. I think it's a cool um, tailgate to go to because you don't have to worry about trying to set up everything, where to tailgate and all that stuff. All your beer, all your food's there. Just get yourself a ticket. But that is where I will be. All right, so we're gonna get into the Pick'em show over here, and be sure if you're tuning in on Facebook or wherever that this will also be on the audio podcast. So if you ever miss out, you can always check it out. What is up, everyone? Tuning in. Shane says Bears still suck. There we go. Uh yeah. So here we go. Let's get into this thing. All right. I got everything over here. We're gonna start with the Lions at Kansas City. Kansas City got some injuries going on. You know what I mean? Because I know, because it's my first year in fantasy football. I drafted Kelsey, um, fourth overall, and he is hurt. I don't think he's out, like completely out right now. I think that he's still questionable, but I'm still taking the Chiefs in this one. I do think that the Lions are going to be in a lot better situation this year, but I don't think that they're beating the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are going to come out swinging. They're going to come out swinging, bro. A lot of people in the chat over here. Kansas City. There we go. Yeah, I think it's going to be Kansas City. I was just looking here to see if any of these comments. So they gave it an option to go live on Instagram, so I like set it up, but I'm not sure if it worked. I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I'm definitely going Kansas City in the first game. But I do think the Lions, like, I'm not gonna bash on the Lions. You know, I mean, I think that they're like an improved team. So let's move on. We got Washington and Arizona. This first one is gonna be like this first show because no one really knows. Like, some teams, like, Arizona ain't gonna do nothing, right? But I'm not sure about Washington either. But I think one of the yeah, they got some injuries. Arizona over here, their injury report. But I don't think Arizona's doing anything if everyone is completely healthy. You know what I mean? So I think I'm definitely taking Washington in this one. Let me jump on this thing. This is my first time doing it this way. But yeah, here we go. So I'm taking Washington. What does everyone in the chat think? Yeah, I think, first of all, this game, like, really no one cares about. You know what I mean? No one really cares about. So let's keep her moving over here. You know what I mean? Let's see if I can click out of this here. All right, next we got Carolina and Atlanta. All right, let me bust out over here. Carolina and Atlanta. Let's check it out. Like, power rankings, like, CBS has them both like 25th and 28th. Like, neither of these teams are, expected to do too much, I don't think. But we'll see. Adam Thielen over there in Carolina. Actually, I have him on my fantasy team too. He's in Carolina now. We can like him. I actually like Adam Thielen. I think I didn't like him in Minnesota because I hate yeah, I hate their freaking Vikings. But man, I'm like screwing this up right now. But we're gonna work through this. First one of the season. You know what I mean? But here we go. Let me click out of here. I'm gonna find a better way to do this next week because this app is irritating me. All right, so here we go. Let keep her moving. All right, we're all right. I need like someone to help produce this thing. All right, next we got Carolina. We got Atlanta. All right. Oh yeah, I just did this one. I'm gonna actually pick Carolina. I didn't pick a team. See, I'm all over the place over here. But yeah, no one cares about either of those teams, you know what I mean? But then here we go. This is actually a good one, and must be a rivalry and over there. The Bengals. I think that the Bengals had some injuries that I heard people talking about, right? No, maybe not. They got one injury. The Browns. I mean, I don't think I don't expect too much from the Browns, so I'm definitely taking the Bengals on this one. But who else we got here? Let's keep it moving. This first show, like it's gonna be it's tough because like you don't know like what these teams are gonna be. You know what I mean? You really don't. A lot of these teams, like a lot of teams that are at the bottom, they're gonna come up this year. A lot of teams from the top, they're gonna trickle down, especially in that middle area, that middle gray area. Like they're gonna be all over the place. But here I'm taking the Ravens. Obviously, I don't think anyone's gonna pick the Ravens to lose. Dude, I need the Ravens to go hard because I got Lamar Jackson on my fantasy team too. So yeah, I'm definitely taking the Ravens there. And yeah, I think Lamar Jackson, everyone talks about the injuries and stuff, but he is like one of the most fun players to watch. He really is. All right, now we got Jacksonville and Indianapolis. Jacksonville and Indiana. The Colts, they're like doing like weird stuff. You know what I mean? I expect the Jaguars to get it's crazy what Doug Peterson's doing over there. I'm gonna take the Jags, and that's weird. I'm not sure I've ever picked the Jaguars to win a game before. I'm not sure I have, but here we go. I'm taking the Jaguars over here. I think it'll be a fun year for Jaguar fans. This is a big one right here. This is a big one. We got San Francisco and the Steelers. I think what to say here. Like I don't know like the gambling lingo, like plus 2.5. Like I'm not down with the gambling lingo. I think I always do it backwards, so I don't really talk on it too much. But like, they got the Niners fifth in the power ranking. They got the Steelers are 16th. I think the Steelers, I don't know. Like the Steelers to me are like they're never really out of it. Like they're a pretty good run franchise where like they don't go too low. You know what I mean? Like I don't think that they've had a losing season technically, like under 500 in a long time. But like so they always figure out a way, kind of like the Packers to stay in the thing. They have their down years, but not like crazy. Anyways, for yeah, but I think I'm not picking the Steelers. I think I'm gonna pick the Niners on that one. You know what I mean? I'm gonna pick the Niners. Uh, now we got Tampa Bay and Minnesota. This is a game Packer fans will care about. Um, Buccaneers. I don't think that Buccaneers are gonna do anything here. They got them. They got them both. I'm actually surprised with like all the hype around Minnesota. They got them at power rank at 21st. I thought that they'd have them a little higher than that. I'm actually gonna take the Vikings in this game. I think the Vikings will come out swinging. Um, I don't know. That's what I think. Oh man, I got this all screwed up now. All right, let's get out of here. This is a train wreck so far, people. We're gonna figure this thing out though. I'm probably gonna use a different app next week as far as for the show, not for the picks. But and we got the Titans and the Saints over here. Uh yeah, you see this, right? That's what I was thinking too. God help me, I'm voting for the Vikings. That's it, Steven. Like, but yeah, I think the Vikings are gonna do all right this year. But here we go. Let's look into this. All right, they have the 22nd power ranking for the Titans. They got the 19th for the Saints. New Orleans -3. I'm gonna figure out what that means so I can use for next week. I just don't know the gambling lingo. I'm not a big gambler. I should start gambling. You know what I mean, see how these picks go before I start gambling. But I'm going to take. I think I'm gonna take the Saints on this one. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Saints. I'm sticking with it. You know what I mean? Ooh, we got Green Bay and Chicago. All right, so the Packers have themselves some injuries right now. Like I was just um talking about this. They got Christian Watson, he's got a hamstring. Romeo Dobbs got a hamstring. Rashawn Gary, he's got the knee situation. And Wicks got a hamstring. It's three wide receivers with hamstring injuries. I believe that Christian Watson, maybe not Romeo Dobbs, because Romeo Dobbs is kind of nagging. I got to think Christian Watson's going to play. Like, if they don't play, none of them play, that would be rough. That would be a rough first go round for Jordan Love. But I'm still picking the Packers to win. But and let me say, I really believe they will. I think Rashawn Gary will play too. I think Rashawn Gary will be on a snap count. he's not gonna be an every down dude. Like he's not gonna be anywhere near like what he normally is. I think that they're gonna let him, dip his toe in the water a little bit. But we're taking Green Bay. I don't think I'll ever pick the Bears to win a game this year until they like prove something. Like the Bears, I think, are the most overhyped team of all time. It's just what that is. We got LA, we got Seattle. All right. Like, we'll shout out to Steven over here. Keeping the chat rolling. Go Pack, go stomp the Bears. There we go. But we got the Rams and the Seahawks. All right. They have the Rams at the power ranking at 31st. That's wild. The Rams have fallen. That's kind of like that all in mentality. When you go all in afterwards, you get some struggles. Plus, Cooper Cup's over here with a hamstring. I think I saw somewhere before, like, he's not playing. Like, they were saying, get him out of your lineup. I'm not sure if that's for sure, but I saw some fantasy dudes talking about it. But I want to take the Seahawks over here because I think the Rams are kind of in a tumbling way. I don't know. That power ranking is kind of wild for me though. Maybe I'm just out of it. All right, we got Vegas, we got Denver. All right, they got Denver ranked as 23rd. The Raiders, I don't think anyone expects the Raiders to do too much. A lot of all these rumors coming out. Devontae Adams is going to get traded to the Packers. That was a fun one. You know what I mean? But that's not going to happen. But I am going to take the Broncos in that one. Let me check over here, see if anyone's hitting the chat. I had to get my second monitor set up. What is up, Sam? How you doing? Checking in. All right, let's keep these picks on rolling. We got Miami. We got the Chargers. Chargers, this is going to be an interesting game right here. I didn't really think about this game for week one. This could be potentially one of the better games. That they got Miami power ranking at 11th. They got the Chargers at 12th. I think this is going to be a battle. Check out the injury report over here. You got Jalen Waddle. Waddle has oblique. They got some injuries. I don't know how serious those injuries are, so I'm not going to talk about like if they're all of them, like if they're questionable. What they are doesn't really say right there. But who am I going to take right here? I think I'm going to take the Chargers. I just have a feeling. But I think this one is going to be an absolute battle. Absolute battle. All right, here we go. We got the Eagles. We got New England. All right. I think I think this one's pretty easy. But I never like to gamble too much or bet too much against Belichick. He seems to find a way. I don't think that they're going to have a horrible season, but the AFC is stacked too. But I definitely think the Eagles are going to come out swinging. The Eagles are going to want to punch some folks in the mouth. You know what I mean? So that's who I'm taking there. We got Dallas. We got the Giants. This is a battle right here, like an ancient battle that they've been going on for a long time. Dallas, the power rank is 10th. They're high on the Cowboys. I don't really like picking the Cowboys ever, but I think in this first game, I think it's tough because like the first week you really don't know for sure, but I do think that the Cowboys win that game. And then we got Buffalo and we got the Jets. That is like the game everyone's talking about, right? Aaron Rodgers, first game as a New York Jet. They're ranked 7th in the power rankings. Then you got the Buffalo Bills. I think the Bills are due. Because like if you look at, I've always said this, you look at all of the quarterbacks that come out like Patrick Mahomes, even Aaron Rodgers after a couple years Super Bowl, Patrick Mahomes, a couple years Super Bowl. A lot of these quarterbacks, is it Josh Allen's turn? But I'm taking Buffalo on this. I think Buffalo is going to be rowdy because Buffalo, I think, is going to be like fed up with all the hype about the Jets. Like they're in that division. They're like, yo, we've been here, bro. So I think the Jets are going to come out absolute swinging, or not the Jets. I think the Bills will. I think the Jets are going to have a year though. I think Aaron Rodgers will have a good season. Well, yeah, we have one more over here. We got to pick the points, total points for that game for the Jets Buffalo game. The total points. I think that's probably going to be a high scoring game. I'm going to say like 52 total points. Not that high scoring, but I don't think it's going to go crazy. But I'll say 52 over here. Doesn't matter. It's not going to come down to that anyways. I'm not going to get that many right. But here we go. Now we saved them. I'm locked in, folks. I'm locked in on my picks. Be sure that if you didn't make your picks yet, that you make them. But Yeah, there we go. These shows will get better because like we could talk about, we'll kind of know like where they are, like how they played last week, if, all those things. But like the first week, it's kind of like who knows for most of the teams. Like those certain teams, but all those middle teams, you really don't know. Yeah. So look, Steven said 52 as well. All right. I always like I'm way off with the point wise, but I'm never usually that close. But this year, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to win it. But and also at the end of the season, whoever has the most points, because it's kind of like on a power ranking, right? I think maybe I can show you guys this. Um, there's like a power ranking at the top, and whoever's at top spot, I will make. I'll buy a jersey from the Packer Pro Shop. And if you're not a Packer fan, if you're whatever fan, you're a Jaguar fan, I'll go to the NFL shop and I'll buy you a jersey that way. But as long as it's the same price, I'm not buying like no $300 jerseys. But the the ones I usually buy from the Packer Pro Shop are pretty legit. You know what I mean? You got to have your picks in before the game starts. So it's not like a deadline. It's just before that game. What I think every game, it's just before that game. Let's take a look at the. Where can I find it? All right. Okay, here it is. I want to make sure I put the right screen before I share it, so I don't show everyone's email address. All right, here we go. These are all the people that are in. It doesn't really give me a number, but you can see right here, and it has X's because I don't see anyone's picks. Goes in alphabetical order. So all the X's means that they made a pick. Well, then down here, these are all the people that didn't pick yet, and I'm sure they'll get to it. You have a while, but look at all these people. That's a lot of people. But yeah, a lot more people join this league than I thought. So every Wednesday, probably at 6:30, I think 6:30 will be the time. We'll do the show. I might have guests come on too and like help me pick, so it's more fun going back and forth and stuff. Maybe people inside in the league that want to jump on. Maybe I'll just let people, talk about these picks as we go. Might be more fun, you know what I mean? But and then Thursdays I will start to have um my trivia show, but I think that'll be like next week. I'm not doing it tomorrow. But what's up, Daniel? Go Pack Go from Houston, ready for Sunday. Yeah, dude, Sunday's gonna be a awesome, awesome day. I took Monday off, because I figure I'll either be celebrating or crying. uh yeah, Ron thinks he's gonna win. He's getting a little chatty. And that's what I want too. I want people to chat. Actually, there is like I think like a chat spot in the app where you can like a message board for everyone in the league. So I think that'll be cool. Like to talk some trash as we get going. This thing, it's gonna be fun. I'm gonna do it good. And every time I do like a different show, I always try to make it better. Like every week, like I'll change stuff. I'll figure out a new way. Like screen share a better screen because like that screen sucked, and um, it it makes it. I don't know, so many pop-ups, ads, and stuff. Hard to navigate, but I'll figure this thing out. But we're gonna get it going. Oh yeah, there was a survey in the pool too. Like you can go into the pool. I saw someone posted a survey, so there's a lot of stuff, and I'll be sure to check in there and like do some stuff, make it fun. This season's gonna be legit. You know what I mean? But there it is, the Ramage Pick'em Show. We'll be back next week. See how we did. Talk about who got the most right. Talk about how many I got wrong because I'm sure a lot. If I pick your team to win, bro, it's not looking good for you. I tell you that. What's up, Sideline Report? Says, I don't understand how Bears fans are so confident with one winning season in 10 years. Dude, they're the most confident 3-win team of all time. It's actually crazy. And I don't really blame them because like I talk trash, and I don't talk trash just because the Packers were good. Like I'll talk trash forever. I remember the 80s. I was a little kid. I don't know how much trash I was talking. They just smacked me around. But I would talk too, but it's still it's a little much, you know what I mean? Steven says, if there's a tie at the end of the season, you should have the people that tied make a video explaining why they should be the winner and let all the viewers vote who wins. Yeah, see, that's actually one thing I want to talk about that I forgot to mention is like if there's a tie, like I was just gonna do it like if there's a tie with so many people, because there might be, I don't know, and do like a spin wheel, but we can definitely do something way more fun than that. We could, maybe have them do like a face off if they're okay with being on video, somehow to, like, to settle who gets it. But if there is a tie, I will try to make it beneficial for the. I won't just give one person. I'll give like a cons, kind of I don't know that word, like a second place type of thing, the smaller. But it depends on how many people tie. Like if there's like an 8-person tie or whatever, bro, I ain't got like that. Mine says, "Nah, fight to death, and you have a pair of cleats and a helmet." Dude, that'd be alright, dude. That's good content right there. Have 2 people, like, the 2 people that tie, just put them in helmets, and then just make them like, do that one drill, what's that called? Suicide drill? They're laying on the ground, they have to get up and just smash each other. That would be fun to watch from just, like, regular folks like me and you. This is like the Bears Super Bowl. If they win, they will be celebrating like Super Bowl champions. That is legit though. If the Bears win this game, they are going to be flexing. They are going to be doing so much talk. And not like the Packers aren't going to be either. If the Packers win, the Packers fans, they're like me, are going to be very ignorant. We are going to, let's not lie. Like whoever wins this game is going to have a lot of talking, and they don't play again till the end of the season. So whoever wins this game, that fan base is going to be chatty. Doesn't matter how this game ends, but I know if the Packers lose, my phone like gets hot because all the people coming at me, dude. Because I talk a lot of trash, and they're just waiting, bro. And then not even just Bear fans, like different fans that just don't like me. They just pop up. It gets a little messed up after a loss. But Brandon says, I missed it, but who do you got? Detroit or Kansas City tomorrow? I got Kansas City in that game. With Kelsey, I hopefully Kelsey plays, like I say, because I have my fantasy team. But I kind of like they didn't rule him out. So I think if he can play, he might. I think he's gonna try. But even if he doesn't, I feel like that Patrick Mahomes can get it done without him. The Lions, I ain't disrespecting the Lions. I think the Lions are legit, but I don't think that they're Kansas City legit. I don't think that they're like top team legit. I think that they're on their way to be wherever they're gonna end up, but I don't think that they're like a top team. You know what I mean? Chris says all positive vibes this year. Looking forward to it. That's how we do over here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I could not understand his question or this comment. Ryan says those giant Q-tips from American Gladiators. Yeah, dude, make him do American Gladiator thing. Dude, that would be top quality content right there. We would have a legit show. We could get on Netflix with that. You know what I mean? uh Yeah, the wide receiver situation is in Green Bay is scary. Like as far as like I expect Christian Watson to play. I think he will, but not. I have no knowledge of. I just think he will. I think that they had to rule him out if it was like a catastrophic or like really really bad hamstring. But yeah, if Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson both ain't playing, that puts the Packers in the situation because Jordan Love's very first start as a starter, and he doesn't have his top wide receivers. That's gonna be rough. Like he's gonna need some help. And I love me some Jordan Love, but every quarterback needs help. You need to have your best wide receivers on the field, and it would be not so good. You know what I mean? Here's one. Here's an insane stat. Mahomes had 18 touchdowns and 0 interceptions, and is 5-0 in Week 1. Yeah, so that is good. That's a good stat I should have had. Wouldn't have been so hard to pick that game. Wasn't really that hard, but I actually, for a second, I was thinking, like, dude, I could see Detroit just coming out because, like, that would be huge for Detroit. If Detroit came out and punched the Chiefs in the face, even without Kelsey, if he doesn't play, that'd be huge for them. That'd be huge for that team. That'd be huge for the fan base. They'd be like just getting that swagger, you know. If they come out and get punched in the face by the Chiefs, I'm not saying it's going to end them, but you don't want that. Oh, we're the same old Lions. Even though I don't think that they have that mentality in Detroit. I think that they have that, we're gonna go punch people in the face mentality. Even if they lose, I think that they'll bounce back. Especially if it's a close game. Nobody wants to get wrecked in week one. You get wrecked in week one, it really doesn't go well. All right. Did I get to this comment before? It seems like the Packers have way more injuries than other teams every season. Maybe not though. Yeah, a lot of Packer fans say that, and I say that too. But I'm not sure because I don't really pay attention to all the other teams' injuries. Like this year, I was thinking about that. I was like, this year I'm gonna try to pay attention, especially doing the picks. You check what teams are injuries, and I'm in fantasy football now, so like I'll be paying more attention. But yeah, it does seem the Packers always have these injuries. I know people blame the strength and conditioning coaches, but I don't think that's it. I don't think that the Packers are just hiring scrubby, you know, strength and conditioning coach. Like, well, who cares if they get hurt? Like, they're doing the same thing all the other teams are doing. I don't know that they can stop injuries just because you're a strength and conditioning coach. They can't stop injuries. Like, and obviously you can warm up, but they know how to warm up. Like they've been playing football forever. The strength and conditioning coaches know what they're doing. I don't care what level or what team, and the players know. Like everyone knows. They know how to get ready and all that. Steven says another fun fact: 98.7% of Week One final scores crush Bears fans' dreams of having a decent team. That's awesome. Uh, oh, hey, what's up? Gabe says, "Hey Matt, how's it going, man? First timer here. Hey, welcome to this thing we have. All right, I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of these this season. I'll be live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday for different types of shows. Like Monday, I forget already now. Tuesday's a fantasy show. Yeah, Monday we'll be talking about Sunday's game. Tuesday's a fantasy football show. Wednesdays will be the Pick'em show, and Thursday I'll be bringing back Cheesehead for trivia or trivia for Cheeseheads, and I will be doing other shows like in between, like talking about the games, what's going on. Like I'm still gonna do all the other stuff I do. This will, but my live shows, I want it to be like just like fun, happy content, like no matter what's going on. And then I'll make other shows. I might have 2 live shows a day if like something's happening with the Packers. Bust on here, talk to the good folks. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna have some fun this season. Uh, Appreciate you, Gabe. But I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Be sure to like pay attention to what I'm doing. I appreciate everyone who watches. And if you're watching, be sure to like, share if you want, comment. Commenting and liking is huge. You don't have to share if you don't want, but I appreciate if you did. And check me out on everywhere else. If you go to themattremage.com, you can find all my stuff, my podcast. It'd be cool if you went to the podcast and subscribed. I'm on Apple, I'm on Spotify, I'm on all the places that you listen to podcasts. It would be awesome if you go over there and rate the thing, you know what I mean? Unless you think it sucks, then then leave that thing alone. Y'all have a wonderful evening and go pack go, you know what I mean? We out. Okay, I forgot how to turn this thing off. We good.